Hey guys, welcome back to the Semi Plum Bob channel, and today we're going to look at the intro video for Island Living. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, so to start off, I have these two lovebirds popped up on the screen. They have nothing to do with Island Living expansion pack, but I really wanted to show them two off because I think they are super duper cute. Miles and Adolin, Miles Doty, which you know him as Bridget's nephew, and he's actually grown up, you guys, and he's in college now. And oh my god, I just can't believe how grown up he and his little brother Lawrence have grown. They are just, oh my Jesus, they're men. But while he was in college, Adolin, she was going to these college parties, and let me tell you guys, she is still in high school. He's not that much older than Adolin, but he is still older than her, you know. He is considered as an adult and she is still considered as a teenager. But yeah, they met at this party and they actually fell in love with one another. Adolin took after her mother. Her mother actually married an older man, or not married an older man, but was with an older man, and Adolin is now with an older man as well. So I think it's pretty interesting that them two have found love together, and I just really wanted to show that off before I went into Rainey's intro story for Island Living. So here we go. Rainey and Bella met Kaley during our videos of Strangerville, and this time they decided to go to Silva Dorada with Kaley, and they wanted to explore with her and really just become really great friends with her because seems to be a really cool person. Rainey and Kaley just hit it off. They just became really great friends, and Rainey's goal is to really get Kaley and Bella to become really great friends as well during their vacation at Selva Dorada. In order for her to actually get them to become great friends, she had the idea of going to the cantina every night in Selva Dorada at their cantina and dance the Salvadoranian way. They actually enjoyed their time together dancing and getting everybody's attention at the bar and just, you know, just having fun and showing off and whatnot. And I think all three of the girls actually had a very, very, very fun time. Even a skeleton showed up to dance. I thought that was so funny that the skeleton showed up to dance, and that guy was definitely dancing with that skeleton. They did this for multiple nights, and I think Rainey patted herself on the back because they spent time together every night at the bar. So she was very, very happy that they all three managed to spend time together. And Bella even actually got to make a couple of drinks at the cantina because she and her friends visited it more often, and she loves, and I repeat, she loves mixing drinks, you guys. That is Bella's thing. The girls, before they actually went and traveled and explored the jungle, they decided to give their respects to the Madre Koshka statue in front of the cantina to give them a little bit of good luck while they go out in the jungle, you know. They visited the statue and then they ate some Salvadoranian food, and as you can tell by Bella's face, she really doesn't like the food very much, but I think the other two girls actually like the food. So their first night there, or the next day, they decided to spend the night in the jungle in their tent, and they learned that bugs will come and bite or crawl or chase them, and they just really discovered the dangers of what it means to be out in the jungle. And Rainey decides to lead the party, and she cuts down the vines for the girls to walk through to actually go inside the jungle. Of course, when they came through, there was this big wooden bridge, and Bella was scared to walk across it. She's like, that thing is going to break, and we're all going to pummel to our death, okay? And Kaley was like, no, I think we'll be fine. It's been here for a little while. The locals walk on it. We should be fine. And Rainey's like, yeah, come on, Bella, let's do this. But Bella didn't want to walk across the bridge with the two girls, so the two girls went by themselves. And Rainey was upset that Bella didn't want to come with them at that moment in time, but cheered up after Bella actually ran across that bridge in panic. It was hilarious. Then they found themselves at the edge of a cliff of the jungle, and they thought it was just amazing to be able to stand there and see the jungle from up high. And then after they found that, they actually found the ancient pool, and they heard stories of locals actually going there and skinny dipping. So they actually decided to go ahead and do that because they really wanted to do what the locals do in Silva Dorada. And yeah, they basically skinny dipped in the ancient pool. Rainey and Kaley were having so much fun in the pool and splashing each other and laughing with each other. And Bella actually got jealous. Okay, she actually got jealous because all three of them were like showing their birthday suit to one another, and they're over there splashing each other and playing with each other, and Bella was like, this ain't right, you know. She started to get those jealousy vibes going on. But while that was going on, they tried to swim away from this dude that was in the pool with them. You can see his feet up there. They tried to swim away from the dude, and he actually got out of the pool and started walking along the poolside, watching the girls swim in their birthday suit, and it was hilariously creepy, you guys. I was laughing so hard at this, and I was so creeped out as well. He actually decided to jump his booty back inside the pool, and during the whole entire time he was thinking about Kaley, and he was like checking her out hard, you guys. He really wanted to get to know Kaley very well after he seen her birthday suit, and it was creepy, okay? Very creepy. So the girls decided to get out of the pool after that because of that dude, and the Bella and Rainey quickly put on their clothes because he was there. But Kaley, she's more wild and more adventurous. She ran around and she was playing in the rain that was trickling down, and Rainey thought it was just good fun. She laughed, but Bella, she didn't appreciate it at all because Kaley was now in her birthday suit out of the pool. She thought it was very inappropriate to be running around butt naked in front of Rainey, and she did not appreciate that at all, and her anger starts to develop even more towards Kaley because of that. So Kaley actually noticed Bella's reaction to her and she started to ignore her and things like that, and Kaley was starting to realize what she had done and what thoughts she put into Bella's head. So she decides to make a point. She does not have a crush on Rainey. There's no need for you to get jealous. I understand y'all two are together. I'm just here to have fun with you guys. And how she pushed that point to Bella is that she actually hooked up with this creepy guy that was following her around at the pool. They woohooed in the bush, and When I say he was creepy, he was very, very creepy. He sniffed her hair after they woohooed in the bush. Who does that? I was like, ew. So she told him goodbye. She didn't want nothing to do with him after that. She just wanted to make a point and, just have a one night stand with the dude. No big deal. During all this, trying to get Bella to accept Kaley, Rainey didn't even notice the drama. She just really wanted to go inside the tombs and discover the traps and try to go through the tombs and find ancient artifacts and things like that. She just really wanted to explore, and she didn't really dive deep into the whole drama between Bella and Kaley. She actually found her very first skeleton. Besides the one at the Katina, that one I think don't really count, but she found her first skeleton down in the tomb. I thought it was funny because the skeleton was playing with skeleton hands, and Rainey put her hand in a trap and pulled out another skeleton hand, and she freaked out. She was like, oh my god, I got a skeleton hand stuck on my hand. I just thought it was funny. Kaley, she actually seen another skeleton, and she thought it was amazing that skeletons were walking around in Selva Dorada. But Bella had a different reaction. She was actually terrified of the skeletons, and she didn't want anything to do with them. She was not amazed. She was terrified, and she wanted to leave. But Rainey tried to calm Bella down and told her, hey, maybe we could excavate this site here and just calm down a minute. Everything's going to be fine. The skeleton isn't going to hurt you. So she calmed Bella down by having both the girls help her excavate a digging site. Bella actually ended up getting sick or poisoned by one of those deadly bugs in the jungle. Let me tell you, Bella was not having a very great time in the jungle while the other two girls were having the time of their lives. She just, I don't know, things just kept going wrong for her, you know what I'm saying? Because she's sick and she's upset because her vacation time has caused her to get sick and from the jungle, and she really wanted to yell at Kaley because of such a horrible time she's having. So she did. She yelled at Kaley and told her that she does not appreciate her being around Rainey a lot. She told her basically to stay away from Rainey and don't try to get all close and buddy up with her, okay? Just leave her alone. And Kaley was so confused because she thought that she was going to come and be friends with Bella, but that wasn't going to happen because Bella's already made up her mind about Kaley. So she yelled at Kaley. Kaley just shrugged it off, and during that whole time, Rainey was not even around. She was out trying to collect gems and whatnot from treasure chests. So on the last night of Selva Dorada, they decided to go to the Katina one last time to dance and drink and stuff. And up comes along is that creepy guy, okay? He was totally checking out Rainey while she was dancing. He really wanted to get her attention. So she was totally disgusted by him, and she was like, no, don't come anywhere near me. I don't want nothing to do with you, dude. And then he went over to Bella while she was mixing drinks, and he was trying to totally flirt her up, and she was like just ignoring him the whole entire time she was mixing drinks, and I thought it was really funny. And at the end of the vacation, right before they went home, she got a phone call stating that her dad, which is Marcus Flex, you guys, the OG, he actually died. So, yeah, she just had a very horrible experience with the jungles of Selva Dorada. She really hated it. She did not want to go back. But after some time at home, during the winter season, Rainey and Kaley really wanted to go to Granite Falls and experience it in the winter. And Bella does not want to go, you guys. She really wanted to stay home, work on her culinary career, and just do things for herself. But Rainey was like, come on, Bella, we can have so much fun in Granite Falls. I'm sorry you didn't have a good time in Selva Dorada, but I bet Granite Falls will be so much better. So Bella gave in, went to Granite Falls with the girls, and she didn't go because what Rainey said that she wanted her to go. She went because Kaley was going. So, yeah, she spent her time actually watching Rainey and Kaley hang out a lot. She did not want to join in the fun no matter how many times Rainey and Kaley tried to get her to join. Bella just didn't want to. So, you know, Rainey and Kaley made the best of their time and try to have fun without Bella. Even when they're inside, they try to get Bella to hang out with them, but as y'all could quite possibly tell, she sat in a different couch instead of the 3-seater with them, and she just didn't want to join them. She just really doesn't like Kaley. With the thoughts coming into her head, Bella finally decides to basically yell at Kaley, is like, look, Rainey's my girlfriend, do not touch her. And Kaley was like, whoa, what did I do? And Kaley was like, whoa, what did I do, Bella? And then Rainey was like, Bella, what's wrong with you? What happened? Why are you mad? And so Kaley leaves because she is embarrassed because she got yelled at in front of Rainey, and she just left the cabin for a little bit to go on a short hike. And Rainey and Bella actually had a conversation to themselves, and Rainey was like, why did you do that? Why do you got a problem with Kaley? I thought y'all were becoming friends. And Bella's like, I don't like Kaley. In case you haven't noticed, I really don't like her, and I don't really want you to hang out with her. And Rainey's like, well, that's not fair. Me and Kaley became friends. And she was like, yeah, whatever. So Bella walks away, sits at the table, pretends to read a book so that Rainey doesn't bother her, because she really doesn't want to talk about Kaley anymore. And Rainey is just so annoyed by Bella's newfound behavior, and she doesn't know what to do about it. She's heartbroken. She's angry. She doesn't really know how to direct the situation into a positive light because Bella's mind is already made up. Rainey feels that after what Bella has shared about Kaley is that she thinks that Kaley's going to try to make a move on Rainey. So Rainey tries to play a couple of jokes, try to get Bella's attention. She jokes around, does push-ups beside her. That makes Bella laugh, and they just start playing together, throwing snow at each other, and just loving on each other once again. And then Kaley comes back, and Bella's mood shifts again. And Bella is so angry that Kaley is back, and Kaley was like, maybe we got off on the wrong foot. Maybe we could go and build a snow pal together. And Bella was like, no, I don't want to. And Rainey was like, I'll do it. And then Bella even got more mad because Rainey was trying to make the peace between the girls. Rainey went outside with Kaley and built a snow pal, while Bella just stayed inside and was angry and whatnot. And she actually stayed in her room for the rest of the night. The next morning, Bella was super sad because of the events that happened the day before, and she decides that after crying about it all night, she decides to actually leave Granite Falls, leave a note in her room, and just leave quietly that morning. And she actually leaves the vacation. And Rainey finds the note. She becomes very angry, very heartbroken. She runs outside screaming, and then she just destroys that snow pal that Kaley and Rainey made together, you know. And Kaley runs outside because she hears Rainey screaming at the snow pal. And Kaley just looks at her bewildered like, oh my God, are you okay, Rainey? Rainey tells her what Bella did, and now Kaley becomes sad because Bella doesn't even want to try to be friends with Kaley, you guys. She just doesn't even want to try. So they try to make the most of the rest of their vacation. They build another snow pal after things calmed down a little bit. They both were miserable doing it, by the way, because all they could think about was Bella leaving. And then Kaley said, "Screw this," because after that, they went to their rooms, hid out away from each other for a little while. She says, "Screw this. We're on vacation. We're supposed to have fun." So she brings she opens cardboard boxes, lays them flat on on the floor. And she brings Rainey out. She goes, "Look, we're going to have a dance off. We're going to have fun, damn it." So she brings Rainey out, and Rainey is like making some awkward dance moves because she isn't really into dancing. She's just too upset to even get into it. But Kaley actually manages to get her to get into it a little bit more, and because she was acting silly and stuff, Rainey started laughing, and then they both just started laughing at each other, and they ended up having a fun time dancing together. And Rainey really appreciated what Kaley did for her. Then they decide that they both needed a drink because this has been a very emotional 2 vacations that they had together. So they both started drinking and toasting and promising that they are going to go on many more fun adventures. Maybe not together, but they would promise that they would go on more adventures. Rainey found some party favors in the closet, took them out, blew on the horns, threw confetti everywhere. They just really had fun. And then they decided to give each other a fun makeover. They just dressed up real nice and just decided to dance and have fun until the morning came. During the next day, they decided to go outside and talk and lay out on the snow and just talk about their feelings and whatnot because they really needed to talk. And Kaley actually brought up her home on an island, but she cut her sentence short because she was feeling hurt by the topic. And Rainey could see that she was feeling a little hurt about it, so she actually, just to make light of the situation, she dared Kaley to go streaking in the snow while it's really cold. And she thought it was a funny joke, but Kaley was like, okay. So Kaley actually went out in the snow, streaked through the woods. It was very funny. She was like, ah! And then Rainey was just laughing at the cabin. It started to get warmer in Granite Falls, and bugs started to come out, and Rainey decided to go and hunt them and catch them and whatnot. And eventually the snow just started to melt, and they decided to go and fish. So while they were fishing, Rainey was having the time of her life fishing, but Kaley was not. Okay, she was reminded of her home on the island while she was fishing. She wished that she was fishing on her boat on the island, and she just wasn't really having fun anymore. And she spent nights alone, sitting on the log, looking out on the woods over the lake, just thinking about the island. And Rainey just decided, she said, you know what, I just noticed that she's so upset about something, so I'm going to go talk to her about it. So Rainey goes out one night, sits on the log, and they talk about the island of Silani. And they're like, she's listening to Kaley, and she's like, I really miss my home on Solani, and I really want to go back. Rainey is like, well, I love vacationing. Maybe I can vacation there and you can show me around, and we just have fun. So that really brightened Kaley's mood. They rushed home to pitch the idea to Bella, but obvious to Kaley that Bella did not jump on board with that idea. She was like, no, I do not want to travel to an island. I'm more happy here in Windenburg working on my culinary career. Why do you always want to go traveling, Rainey? Why don't you just want to stay in one spot and get our lives going, Kaley was very upset because that is her dream, is to go home, and Bella was like, no, I don't want to go. And then After Kaley left, Rainey and Bella just had a small argument about it. She was like, well, why are you being this way? Kaley hasn't done anything. And Bella was like, you know what? Maybe we're just better as friends instead of girlfriends. And so Bella actually broke it off with Rainey. And Rainey, she became so upset. She went outside. She just stood there for days, even when Kaley tried to make her feel better and try to have her dancing again and doing fun things to get her mind off of it. Rainey just didn't want to do anything. She just was sad about the whole situation of Bella breaking up with her. But she appreciated Kaley trying, you know. She appreciated her just coming out and trying to make her feel better. During that whole time, Rainey was trying to figure out a way to get Bella to come back to her, and Bella was actually seeing a guy named Alex, and they hit it off. They started dating. They were very intimate with one another, and then she decided to throw a party and invite her siblings over so that they could actually meet her new boyfriend. She paraded him around the house and kissed him in front of the whole party, and it really made Rainey upset because she realized that Bella had moved on, and maybe Rainey should too. Bella has been talking with Alex about her future and what she wants, and Alex completely understands what she wants and actually wants the same thing, and he really wants to be a part of Bella's future. So he actually asks her to marry him, and she said yes, you guys. So on her wedding day, she was happy, and she invited Rainey to the wedding. She did not invite Kaley. She said, look, I can't kick you out of the house because you moved in with us, but I don't want you to be a part of the party. So Kaley actually stayed in her room the whole entire time during the ceremony. Rainey was trying so hard to be happy for Bella, but she's not happy. She's not happy at all. That's her ex-girlfriend kissing another dude at a wedding ceremony. She can't. She's heartbroken. So she goes to the bar and tries to get a drink while Bella is celebrating with her siblings about her vows with this dude. She sits outside alone, Rainey does, and she drinks these drinks and thinks about the situation while Bella's inside laughing and dancing and parading her new husband around and whatnot. Rainey is just so heartbroken, and she texts Kaley while she is in her room, and she is like, I can't believe Bella really did this. She made a permanent commitment with this dude and didn't even know him long enough. So Kaley got upset that Bella would do this, and she got dressed in her formal wear and came out and started talking to Rainey, and it grabbed Bella's attention to see Kaley there at her party. And she was like, you know what, let's fight fire with fire. And Rainey was like, yeah, okay. So Kaley actually decided to flirt with Rainey in front of Bella to get Bella to notice. And Rainey was flirting back, and as you can tell in this picture, Kaley was overreacting to Rainey's flirt so that Bella would notice that, and it actually worked. She actually kissed Rainey's hands and then moved closer and kissed her lips, and Bella was upset. She felt disrespected at her own wedding party to see Kaley and Rainey kissing each other, and she was very upset to see that Rainey was kissing back. She was shocked. She was angry. She had a whole thing full of emotions. But after the wedding party, she moved out immediately. And she did not want to stick around with the two girls. She didn't move out because she got married. She moved out because she loathed Kaley and didn't want to see Rainey with her. So at the very end, she said, that's okay. go on and kiss Kaley and move on to Solani because I am pregnant with Alex's baby anyway. That's where we're leaving off with the story. And yeah, that was a lot. So yeah, Rainey and Kaley are actually going to Sulani by themselves without Bella, and Bella decided to stay in Windenburg and just try to have the family life with Alex. But yeah, I am so excited for the very first episode that should come out real soon. I'm not going to make any promises on when it will come out because of my work schedule, but it should come out real soon. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I really hope you like this intro video to Rainey and Kaley's adventures off to Sulani. And I will see you on the very first episode of The Sims 4 Island Living. Everybody have a great day.